What's good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We're going to be talking about the ETFs or ETPs for Cardano and demystify a lot of FUD and show why they are revolutionary and leading the pack. Let's also remind us that Ripple CEO recently said that Cardano ETFs are inevitable. XRP, Solana, Cardano, and this won't be the first Cardano ETF. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. We also had Thailand approve the first spot Bitcoin ETF. Onim launched the Bitcoin ETF targeting wealthy and institutional investors. Emphasis was on the secure coin storage and risk management for high returns. So as the US fumbles and blah 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 beep boop 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 boop, the rest of the world is moving forward, and hopefully the United States can get its act together and push fintech forward. Cardano is ready, leading the helm at many things, including ETFs. So wanted to make a dedicated video because it's a beautiful read. Strap up, get your snack, get your drink, following the article published in the Financial Times by Bryce Elder on May 24th, titled Altcoin ETFs, Stake Houses, and Tail Risk in the Crypto Circular Economy. We want to restore the truth about obviously misleading statements, and we've published a blog post on that. So links to it is in the description. We're going to read that blog. They'll explain why ETPs are regulated and secured assets. Cardano will be the first solution worldwide that solves the blockchain trilemma. More on that later. Liquid is the leading lending protocol on Cardano based on innovative technology. Overall, the genie is out of the bottle, and digital asset ETPs are here to stay. Many financial institutions are now considering including digital assets in their portfolios. This is facts. We are witnessing a conflict between the old guard and the modernists, but clients will be referees in this match. And we already know which way the wind is blowing. We know. It's inevitable. Satoshi already won. Crypto's already here to stay. Cardano won't be a security, guys. Many other projects will all coexist. Blockchain is just so early. You know what this reminds me of? It's kind of like the good old RuneScape Classic days. We're kind of like in the early 2000s of the internet, So we're ahead of the game, but you got to speculate to accumulate. So welcome aboard the Blue Train, Blue Man Group. Yo, I'm blue, I'm blue. Answer to the Financial Times article. This is a beautiful read. I wish Medium had dark mode, but it is what it is. ETPs are regulated and secured assets. ETPs are highly regulated. Requirements are stringent, and getting listed is not an easy process. The Cardano ETP with staking by Liquid, CASL, is an institutional grade product. Switzerland is the only country offering regulated staking products thanks to the early understanding of its regulators that comprehend the blockchain technology. Yeah, US. Crypto, what's that? It's bad. It should be noted here that the American Market Authority, the SEC, is following with 6 years delay. 6 years delay the path of the Swiss FINMA. European regulators aren't much different, while London apparently stands out somewhat isolated. A US ETF trust is 100% backed by a basket of the underlying assets, while an ETP is not only 100% backed by the underlying asset, but also provides some staking rewards. I like that. This offers a better product to investors than the basic US ETF. I agree. Yeah, for sure, because you take advantage of that. You take advantage of a lot of the beauty of the native product rather than just like an IOU slip. Deutsche Börse is one of the major second exchanges in continental Europe, dominated by Euronext. Daily volume on Euronext equity markets is twice higher than on the London Stock Exchange. Madness. Which, as some observers say, has become the biggest UK exchange from being once one of the biggest, my mistake here. This has become the biggest, while the UK from being once one of the biggest worldwide. So huge amount of trading there relative to the London Stock Exchange. The trading of an ETP like CASL on Deutsche Börse is the result of a stringent admission process. No more, no less than any financial instrument admitted to Xetra, the trading platform of the Frankfurt-based exchange, which quote-unquote welcomes issuers upon selection criteria common to any regulated market. The SIX claims very officially to be one of the major regulated markets for ETFs and ETPs. The total number of ETPs traded at 6 Swiss exchange to 185 among these 161 have a cryptocurrency underlying. So a lot of crypto, a lot of crypto. Switzerland loves its crypto. Finally, every ETP and custodian are now regulated entities to administer the calculation of the NAV and are backed by the corresponding amount of coin within the product, not fund. The listing of ETPs is subject to the same rigorous process and listing requirements as any other structured product publicly listed and available on the stock exchange. Namely, one of the most stringent requirements is for full collateralization of ETP products, verified prior listing and monitored by the stock exchange. Additional requirements for publicly listed ETPs is that the underlying digital asset are held by a regulated custodian, such as a bank or licensed securities broker. For extra layer of security and comfort to investors that ETPs are fully collateralized at all times. Moreover, every listing requirement appoints of a regulated market maker, typically one of the global leading financial institutions such as Flow Traders or Goldenberg, Hemmeyer, to ensure liquidity for the ETPs on the exchange and monitor the underlying collateral for ETPs. These fundamental requirements are only the tip of the iceberg of all procedures and requirements for a public listing of ETP on major European exchanges. So, already we can tell that there's a lot of heavy vetting that goes into this and heavy redundancies to protect, which is good, such as six Swiss exchange or Dutch Börse. The combination of such requirements to make ETPs the most secure gateway for investors to the digital asset class recently recognized even by the London Stock Exchange in UK, which admitted to public listing of ETPs from this month. So just a matter of time, guys. We're going to see more and more and more. I think it's just we've seen the beginning. Regarding the general market interest in ETPs and ETFs, the recent launch of Bitcoin ETFs symbolizes a new and emerging trend driven by clients' desire to participate in blockchain technology. Following a local peak in mid-March, the market experienced a correction that impacted all ETPs and ETFs, regardless of the underlying assets. Recently, products based on Solana or Ethereum have not received significantly more funding than CASL. Wow, that is impressive. There's some low-key gems in here, guys. Just this last sentence alone. More funding on CASL? Epic. Overall, the genie is out of the bottle, and digital ETPs, digital asset ETPs, are here to stay. Many financial institutions are now considering including digital assets. I agree, and we went over this. We know which side the wind is blowing. In Cardano, we're on the right side. Cardano will be the first solution worldwide that solves the blockchain trillema: initial distribution and genesis. Cardano is one of the largest decentralized cryptocurrency protocols. Its initial coin offering took place in Japan 2017 and was distributed mostly to Asian investors under the prevailing nascent cryptocurrency regulatory regime of the country at the time. Over the years that followed, it became distributed to a global holder base with the wider and well-published crypto market's ups and downs. And I think this was probably a smart move. Looking at how much they're moving forward, we see them legitimizing DAOs, on-chain governance with us. It seems like a good choice it did that in the beginning days. This origin story and regulatory clarity puts on a better position than some of its peers launching in the years before and after. There we go. In stark contrast to many newer cryptocurrencies, Cardano was launched with the vast majority, 81%, going to the public. Who does that these days? Who does that? I see stuff with like 8% going to the public, with the remaining coins going to founding entities and their army of developers and scientists tasked with building the protocol. For reference, a newer coin like Solana was sold for far over 50% to insiders, mostly venture capitalists, and this has become the unfortunate norm. Yeah, it is the unfortunate norm for sure. This is the thing, guys. Now, this is how they deceive people with this, or like the dilution, right? I see projects that are super diluted. So Cardano was looking pretty good with supply, with dilution, with staking, with on-chain governance, with treasury. This allowed Cardano's coin ownership to become better distributed and decentralized than most, which would help to create a large and active community around the protocol. In 2020, the final form of the network went live during the Shelley hard fork, and thousands of people around the world took shared control of it. A network with a global footprint today, not dissimilar from Bitcoin in terms of node counts. Good point. Notably, the key concept of inclusive accountability, in which regular people should be able to directly interact with and verify the entire blockchain, arguably one of the only reasons cryptocurrency are needed at all, is upheld in Cardano while others have forsaken it. It's true. It's true. Everything else is just price go up. And there is that direct. There is. And there's a lot of actually mediaries that are removed with Cardano. Look how staking is a pain in the ass, let alone you can't even do it on some chains. And the users desire to do it. When Ripple, speaking for someone who has XRP experience, when Ripple launched the bugged AMMs, they fixed it now, so late, they used the words passive income. People were coming and providing single-sided liquidity to try and get some stuff, getting wrecked, getting trolled because they didn't understand, plus the bugs. They want staking. Cardano has staking, arguably the best staking. Cardano is known for its sizable community, who are very active on X, on its subreddit, for instance, has 700,000 followers, a group of people that consist of those running the network today, developers, governance specialists, and holders. Cardano's native utility token ADA is viewed by them as a store of value similar to Bitcoin. I agree. Its monetary policy of max 45 billion coins has now, for instance, remained unchanged for close to half the time Bitcoin's famous 21 million were. With a minimum attack vector of above 50, the group of entities that would need to collaborate to corrupt the network, it is in fact by far one of the most decentralized cryptocurrencies. And the presence of the large community is evidence of that. Guys, I make an XRP video, no one watches it. Like 20 people. Cardano community is strong. On YouTube, they're strong. On Twitter, they're positive, they're civil, they have decorum, they're open-minded. We live rent-free in haters' minds. It is such a well-rounded package. I love it. You know, blue, can't go wrong with blue. I got that blue dial Seiko Presage cocktail, you know what I'm saying? You need the blue. In the article, May 24th, the author suggests that Cardano is primarily suitable for NFTs. The reality is quite different. Cardano today has hundreds, if not thousands, of projects building on it, like sectors in decentralized finance, privacy, storage, compute, telecom, AI, music, books, gaming, and more. These build on Cardano because it provides a stable, secure, credibly neutral, scalable, and decentralized backbone to applications in what has popularly become known as the Web3 domain or industry. This is a nascent industry built, but on Cardano today, for instance, some users are slowly replacing their Google Cloud Online storage by Cardano's project, Yagon's decentralized offering. I gotta check that out. It's interesting. Or their Amazon Kindle ebooks by Cardano's project Book.io, decentralized version. Like the blockchain itself and the smart contracts on top of it, NFTs are one of the critical building blocks to enable this, but they're just that, an architectural feature. Yes, I agree. It's not the end all be all. It's not all about stupid ape PFPs. Cardano is thus a circular digital economy where people can save in ADA, and digital services and fees are paid for in ADA, in which it turns is also used to secure the network. Part of these fees flow into a network-wide decentralized treasury that can be used to fund future development. The digital economy has its own taxes, subsidies, fiscal and monetary policy, infrastructure, internal and external security and demographics. It already has votes on funding matters and soon will vote on protocol upgrades. The protocol is the entity that issues the currency ADA, and this is the very foundation CASL is built on. A product like CASL could indeed be viewed as providing access to the yield-bearing internet bonds of this economy. In addition, Cardano has the potential to be the first blockchain to solve the blockchain trillema. This term, originally coined by Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, refers to the long-held belief that no blockchain can be simultaneously scalable, secure, and decentralized. Oh, but it sounds like a Cardano, huh? Don't mind if I do. Nice. Vitalik described Cardano. Let's not forget that Charles is also co-founder of Ethereum. You know, like he's there. He was there, man. So Charles, he's got the brains. We got the community. We got everything, man. We got it all. This belief has historically constrained blockchain design, but recent protocol upgrades for Cardano and Ethereum warrant a fresh evaluation of their standings. Hey, change is the only constant, but I do agree. I think looking at it this way, Cardano does have the potential to solve this trilemma. It makes sense because it does. It's solving these. Scalability, secured, decentralized. As mentioned earlier, on decentralization, Cardano is currently considered one of the most decentralized blockchains, according to the Nakamoto coefficient. This coefficient measures the minimum number of entities required to control more than 50% of the resources, in this case the majority of circulating tokens at any given time. Ethereum scores 2, while Cardano scores 68, according to the latest data published by the University of Edinburgh Decentralization Index. The coefficient of 2 comes from Ethereum having a poor solution design for its proof of stake, which forces users to lock their tokens in a staking protocol to create liquid staked ETH tokens, while on Cardano there's no locking, period. The leader, Lido Finance's ETH's largest liquid staking protocol, where 71% of the total value locked in ETH liquid staking derivatives, or LSDs, comes from this protocol. As of data on DeFi Llama, at the time of writing, the total staked ETH, 50 billion, while 36.1 billion are staked on Lido. Winner, Cardano. Security. While Cardano supports many programming languages, as its core, it was built based on peer-reviewed scientific papers from scratch in Haskell. And let me remind you guys of that project that was chosen by the US Air Force, the military, where they were also using Haskell because according to one of the devs, he's like, I have no patience for bugs. He's like, I have no patience for bugs. And he also gave credit to the work done by Charles. And so, not that they're directly correlated, but we can see best practices being done. We can see how grassroots doing it right from the beginning rather than just quickly rush. I do believe perfect is the enemy of done. I'm a guy all about high velocity, doing the reps. But that's usually more for creative and fitness. And when it comes to code where it needs to be perfect, sometimes you gotta go with like 100. You gotta do 100. Sometimes it's not about 80-20. Sometimes the 20 is just as important as the 80%. It is a proven programming language used in, for instance, banking and military sectors. That's what I was talking about right here. How the project in making drones and massive military components were using Haskell as their choice of code. Haskell's strong type system and support for formal verification makes it easier to write correct and secure code, which is critical for smart contracts. And this is why. Since its launch, billions have been stolen in hacks on the Ethereum and various venture capital funded blockchains. 600 million as biggest hack. And then of course we got a whole list of the exploits. For instance, Ethereum's native language called Solidity is very expressive compared to Haskell, which allows bugs to creep in and become exploited. Cardano's vision has always been that this is unacceptable, I agree, for systems providing the financial rails for billions. It has been so far hack-free. Hack-free. You want to be hack-free or you want to have like a billion lost? Cardano's EUTXO is per design a deterministic protocol where on the UTXO ledger, a user can predict the cost and validity of a transaction before it is processed on the chain. There are no failed transactions, and transaction costs are much lower in the UTXO model as there are no gas fees. Winner, Cardano. I like that. Scalability. Ethereum has achieved scalability through the extensive use of layer 2 technology, albeit I think there's just so many layer 2s, man. How many layer 2s I need? 5,000? Not to mention the gas in and out. It's already off-ramping and on-ramping, and I don't like it, man. I don't like a lot of the layer 2s. I think a lot of them are just cash grabs in airdrop season. There is a use case, there's a legitimate use case, but I think there's just so many, guys, so many. For instance, using zero-knowledge ZK solutions, this, however, has introduced a degree of centralization as it often requires centralized batchers, showing the complexity of truly solving the blockchain dilemma of scalability, security, and decentralization. New VC-funded blockchains have achieved scale through keeping the network centralized and essentially brute forcing throughput by increasing hardware requirements, allowing it only to be run by supercomputers in server parks. Cardano is determined to be the first to scale while maintaining full decentralization. That will happen using ZK knowledge technology, which due to its UTXO-based architecture will not require centralized components, but it will also happen through layer 2s like state channels and parallelization of block production. Cardano is performing its last protocol upgrade at the end of this year called Chang. That will enable the decentralization of the network and voting on protocol upgrades through ADA. During this update, ZK Tech will be enabled. And these could be integrated at the layer 1 level in order to be the first to solve the blockchain trilemma. Beautiful. Winner to be determined, yeah? But we know. Conclusion, guys. So let's wrap up here. Ethereum is performing its upgrade from proof of work to proof of stake, where no timeline for completion is given. Why is it worded like this, though? Obviously, it doesn't mean it's already moved to proof of stake, but it's still in evolving stuff, right? Sharding and everything else that they have. Scalability is like their roadmap, like they're solving problems as they go, so to speak. But we don't have a direct timeline, right, for that roadmap. In fact, if we click on this, it's going to take us to Ethereum roadmap. The path to more scalability, more security, more sustainability, right? That's a great way for them to open up. This update will take years, and Vitalik hints to implement also UTXO model to reinforce the security of its protocol. In essence, he is copying the ideas of Charles Hoskinson that he refused back in the days to implement with both were working together. Wow, that's incredible. Cardano has its Chang upgrade right around the corner, Q4. I've been saying it, guys, to finally become the first blockchain to solve this trilemma. Upcoming champion, Cardano. Liquid is the leading lending protocol on Cardano based on an innovative technology. Liquid is a borrowing and lending protocol on the Cardano blockchains, which allows users to borrow against one or many tokens as collateral. This is the same as a bank offering Lombard loans to its clients. Regarding the relationship with CASL, Liquid is only running the validator node to which CASL's ADA is delegated for staking. All the ADA tokens are held by a regulated custodian, and none is supplied to the Liquid protocol directly. In traditional finance, a Lombard loan offers a client, in exchange for a pledge of his liquid securities such as equities, bonds, or investment funds, to receive a credit line that he can use flexibly at any time. Therefore, the client can increase his liquidity and continue to benefit from his portfolio returns. This type of loan can serve various usage such as increase the returns on your invested capital, stick to your investment strategy despite a liquidity need, improve the diversification of your investment, or receive liquidity to fulfill your wishes. The Liquid protocol has implemented this product for various Cardano native tokens. Liquid only lists quality tokens, and the protocol's decentralized governance mechanism can also determine the maximum amount being supplied or borrowed, same as tailored interest rates adapted to the token's risk and usage. In addition, the Liquid protocol allows users to participate in the proof of stake of Cardano while having supplied their tokens on Liquid. As Cardano has one staking key different from the wallet key, users can enjoy double rewards for their ADA from the Cardano point of stake and from the supplier's rewards in Liquid. This is possible due to the unique design of Cardano and Liquid. Just that alone. You compare a basic ETF in the US to this. GG no re, man. That's hit the showers, you're done. Finally, the author mentioned Q tokens without fully understanding its concept. These are the interest-bearing tokens in Liquid. When a user supplies tokens to a market, they mint/obtain Q tokens worth the equivalent of the value supplied nominated in the underlying market asset. The exchange rate of these Q tokens then go up as the market accrues interest according to how much of its supplies are borrowed out. A user can then decide to withdraw their supply by burning or redeeming their Q tokens for the equivalent underlying asset value, leaving them with the original supplied amount plus the accrued interest on their supplies. We note that every major protocol in blockchain lending, Compound, Aave, is using such system. So guys, this is so exciting. Great to see a nice breakdown of this blockchain trilemma that Cardano is clearly leading the helm with. And it's beautiful to see the strict vetting processes done here. And like the variety of utility that we can see in this blockchain trilemma, it's hilarious to see even this at the very top, because 1, 2, 3, scalability, security, and sustainability. It's like y'all are trying to solve this with no time in line. It could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. And sometimes first to market doesn't mean you're always better. Think about BlackBerry and Apple, what happened there, right? So I won't dive too much deeper into Liquid, but Liquid has also listed well-known stablecoins like USDC and USDT bridged from the WAN chain. We saw in another video, guys, that there's an entity now with the path forward on listing USDC to Cardano. to do improved negotiations and to show the value of Cardano to Circle and to balance the leverage and to do it in the right way. And I'm always amazed by the guys working on Cardano of doing incredible stuff, tackling real world issues. And often price is a lagging indicator. Price is cool. We all want it to go up. But I think that Cardano is going slow and steady. And it's better to grow slow and steady than to go fast up, fast down. This ain't SafeMoon, okay? This is not SafeMoon. This ain't BitConnect. There's many projects that were in the top 10 a little bit and they were just out. And we look at the performance of Cardano in 2021. It's been incredible. And we're ready with a 1.54 billion ADA treasury with 62% of Cardano staked and counting. We're ready to take advantage of beautiful stuff from consumer to institutional, everything in between. Very nice stuff. So just some final notes here. I will link all with everything in the description as always. And let's see anything else here before wrapping up here. As mentioned earlier, this ecosystem is vibrant with many top projects that have the potential to become well-known businesses in their own right, currently building on Cardano. For instance, World Mobile, AGIX, Cornucopias, Iagon are all listed on Liquid for borrowing and lending. The Cardano ecosystem is booming and growing every day. CASL allows traditional investors to tap into this market indirectly by investing in Cardano. So the TLDR is that CASL is revolutionary. It's leading with incredible tech and great vetting and taking advantage of like instant finality, like no vesting periods, taking advantage of staking and additional features. In addition to this, we definitely see that Cardano is solving the blockchain trilemma. It's very evident, and it's not like waiting 10 years. Chang hard fork Q4. So guys, I'm so excited that our chain is solving security, being hack free. We're solving governance and making it even more decentralized with Chang and the amount of nodes and the amount of participation we have. And frankly, we're also going to be solving things like scalability with hyper scalability around the corner with everything we can do and just unleash. So guys, very exciting time for Cardano. Let me know what you guys think about the Cardano ETP CASL and then again that launch in Germany. I think we're going to continue to see more ETFs like Brad Garlinghouse hinted at as well. I think he's going to discuss more of that on Fox today, so I'll see what he says by tomorrow. Hope you guys like this one. It was a long one, but I wanted to read that entire article. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano, we're going to be doing amazing stuff. Have a great day. I'll see you guys very soon.